On Universal Children's Day, we have with us now the Executive Secretary, National Council of Child Rights Advocates of Nigeria, Mr. Archibong Anderson. Many thanks for joining us on News Extra.
Thank you very much.
Now, how does this theme, talking about this year's theme, advancing children's rights for a sustainable future, speak to the challenges on ground?
Well, one of the things I would like to say now is that today is better than as it was yesterday. Our children have more hope because of the involvement of so many stakeholders to ensure that at least our children have a brighter future. There are a lot of programs going on. I'm from the NGO world. We have the network of the Council of Child-Focused Organization. We have CPN and so on and so forth. So different NGOs are working assiduously to make sure that they also contribute to the well-being of our children. We have a program that is going on known as Back to School for vulnerable children, and we believe that most children who are very vulnerable, when we get to them, we ensure that they go back to school, which is the most important aspect of giving it back to the children, which is their right. However, we know that we have one or two challenges here and there, but so far, so good. And I think that the federal government, they are doing their own part. The Ministry of Women Affairs are on it. Almost every other week, they have sensitization program. They talk to parents, they talk to children. You know, we go from school to encourage children to remain in school.
All right. Now, the federal government is doing so much from what you're saying. It's also true that most, if not all, the states have adopted the Child Rights Act. However, the issue of implementation is still a big challenge. What do you think about this?
I think that there should be a machinery. We have the Federal Ministry of Women Affairs. We have the State Ministry of Women Affairs. We have the Department of Child Development Department in all the ministries. And I think that there should be an enforcement machinery, not just the police. Just like we have the civil defense, we should have the child protection officers, a scheme that we are bringing up to ensure that people participate in ensuring that the children's rights comes to bear. If we have a machinery, you know, to focus on that, if we have, you know, a body that will see to it that the Child Rights Act, which has been passed, is, you know, implemented to its letter, I think we will be getting it right. But when there is no machinery, when there is no particular person that is responsible for this, it will be difficult for us to get it implemented. Just like you have road safety, for instance, everything concerning road safety has its own commission that we can say everything concerns them. So if you have, you know, if maybe in the Child Development Department, there's an attached body that ensures the protection of children as an enforcement machinery, I think we will get it right.
Now, you wonder if we would ever get it right when we talk about child rights, because abuses have been recorded on a daily basis. Out of school children, rape, trafficking, child labor, just so many. What solutions would you prefer?
I think that sensitization is very, very key. We should not, you know, relent in continuous sensitization of the public and giving them the opportunity to call or to report cases. There are incidences that you go to report and the family are not giving in, they are shading away from the truth that their daughter was raped and things like that. It's a family thing and so on and so forth. We have those challenges. But if everyone, you know, is ready to allow the children to speak out and for the law to take its course on whoever perpetrates evil against our children, I think that would be better off.
All right, I think that's a fine place to leave the conversation. Many thanks, Mr. Archibong Anderson, Executive Secretary, National Council of Child Rights Advocates of Nigeria. Many thanks for joining us on News Extra.